Water Story. All of us use water in our home, making dirty. Dirty, are you surprised? Rich in leather, mixed with oil, black, brown water that goes down the drain. From sinks, shower, toilet, laundries, it dirty. It is called a wastewater. This used water use should not be wasted. We must clean it up by removing pollutants. Have you ever thought where the wastewater goes and what happened to it? Water, our lifeline. Clean water is a basic need of human beings. Let us make a mind map of the many use of clean water. We have given one example of use of clean water. You can add many more. Clean water put to use drinking. Clean water that is fit for use is unfortunate not available to all. It has been reported that more than 1 billion of people have no access to safe drinking water. This accounts for a large number of water related disease and even death. Pupils, even children, walk for several kilometers to collect clean water. Is it not a serious matter for human dignity? The increasing scarcity of fresh water due to pollutions of growth, populations, industrial development, mismanagement, and other factors. Realizing the urgency of the situations on the World Water Day on 22 March 2005, the General Assembly of the United Nations proclaimed the period of 2005-2015 as the International Decade for Action on Water for Life. All efforts made during this decade aim to reduce by half the number of people who do not have access to safe drinking water. There has been stable progress in the direction of the aim, but still there is lot of achieve. Cleaning of water is a process of removing pollutants before it enters water body or reduce. This process of wastewater treatment is commonly known as a sewage treatment. It takes place in several stages. Waste is sewage. Sewage is a wastewater and released by home, industrial, hospital, office, and other user. It also includes rainwater that has run down the street during a storm or heavy rain. The water that wash off roads and road tops carries harmful substance with it. Sewage is a liquid waste, most of it water, which has dissolved and suspended impurities. Locate an open drain near your home, school, or on the roadside and inspect water flowing through it. Record color, odor, and any other observation. Discuss with your friend and your teacher and fill up the following table 1311. We know that sewage is a complex mixture containing suspend, soiled organic and inorganic impurities, nutrients, saprophytes, and diseases causing bacteria and other microbes. These include the following organic impurities: human waste, animal wastes, oil, urea, pesticides, herbicide, fruit and vegetable waste, etc. Inorganic impurities: nitrate, phosphate, metals, nutrients, phosphorus and nitrogens, bacteria such as the vibrate cholera which cause cholera and salmonella, petrify, other microbes such as a protozoa which cause dysentery, water fresheners upon eventual journey in home on public building. Generally, one set of pipes bring clean water and another set of pipes take away wastewater. Imagine that we could see through the ground. We would see a network of big and small pipes so called Sewers forming the surges, it is like a transport system that carries surge from the point of being produced to the point of disposal. Treatment plant mahas are located at every 15, 16 in the surges at the junctions or two or more sewers at that point when there is a change in directions. Study the surge route in your home school building to the following. Make a line diagram of search route, walk down the street or survey the campus to find the number of miles. If possible, observe open drain and record which living organisms are found in and around it. In case you do not have a sewage system in your locality, find out how sewage is being disposed of. Treatment of pollutant waters. Perform the following activity. It will help you understand the progress that take place at a wastewater treatment plant. Divide yourself into the group to perform the activity record observations at each stage. Fill a large glass jar 3 or 4 full of waters, add some dirty organic matter such as a grass, spice or orange juice as a small amount detergent and a few drops of ink and any colors. Cap the jar, shake it well, and let the mixture stand in the sun for 2 days. After 2 days, shake the mixtures and pour a small sample into test tube. Level this test tube before treatment sample 1. How does it smell? Use an aerator from an aquarium. Bubbles air through the sample in the glass jar. Allow several hours for aeration. Leave the aerator attached overnight if you do not have an aerator. Use a mechanical stir or a mixture. You may have to stir it several times. The next day, when aeration is a complete, pour another sample into a second test tube. Level it is after aeration sample 2. Fold a piece of filter paper to perform a cone. Wet the paper with tap water and then insert the cone in a funnel. Mount the funnel on a support as you have learned class 6. Place Place layer of sand, fine gravel and finely medium gravels in the funnels. An actual filtration plant does not use a filter paper, but the sand filter is several meters deep. Pour the remaining aerated liquid through the filter into the beaker. Do not allow the liquid to spill over. The filter, if we filtered liquid, is not a clear filter it a few times till you get clear water. Pour a sample of the filtered water into a third test tube labeled filtered sample 3. Pour another sample of the filtered water into a fourth test tube. Add a small piece of chlorine table. Mix well unit the water is clear. Label the test tube. Chlorinate sample 4. Observe carefully the sample in all the test tube. Do not test, just smell them. Now answer the following questions. What change did you observe in the appearance of the liquid after aeration? Did aeration change the odor? What was removed by the sand filter? Did chlorine remove the color? Did chlorine have odor? Was it worse than that of the wastewater? Wastewater treatment plant. Treatment of wastewater involves physical, chemical and biological process which remove physical, chemical and biological matter that had a contaminant and wastewater. Wastewater is passed through by the screen large object like rage, sticks, can, plastic packets and napkin are removed. Water then goes to grit and sand removal tank. The speed of the incoming wastewater is decreased to allow the sand, grit and pebbles to settle down. The water is allowed to settle in a large tank. They just slope towards the middle soil like face settle at the bottom and are removed with A scraper, this is a sludge. A skimmer remove the floatable soil like oil and grease. Water so cleared is called a clarified water. The sludge is transferred to a separate tank. Water is decomposed by the aerobic bacteria. The biogas produced in the process can be used as a fuel or can be used to produce electricity. Air is pumped into the clarified water to help aerobic bacteria to grow. Bacteria consume human waste food. Waste soap and other unwanted matter still remain in clarified water. After several hours, the suspended microbes settle at the bottom of the tank and activate sludge. The water is then removed from the top. The activity sludge is about 97% water. The water is removed by sand drying beds on machines. Dry sludge is used as a manure, returning organic matter and nutrients to the soil. The treated water has a very low level of organic material and suspended matter. It is discharged into a sea, a river, or into the ground. Nature clean it up further. Sometimes it may be necessary to disinfect water with chemical like chlorine and ozone before releasing it into the distribution system. Become an active citizens. Waste generation is a natural part of humans' activity, but we can limit them. The water is a river is cleaned naturally by process that are similar to those adopted in a wastewater treatment plant. Do you know? It has been suggested that we should plant eucalyptus trees all along such pond. These trees absorb all surplus wastewater rapidly and release pure water vapor into the atmosphere. Types of waste and quantity of waste produced. Often we have been repelled by the offensive small. The slight of open drain is disgusting. The situation was in the rainy season when the drains start overflowing. We have to meet through the mud pools on the road. Most unhygienic and unsanitary conditions prevails whilst mosquito and other insect breed in it. You can be the intelligent citizen and approach the municipals or the gram panchayat. Insist that the open drain be covered if the sewage of any particular house make a number dirty. You should don't add to the load of WBT. Pahli wonders how request them to the more considerate about others' health. Better housekeeping practice. One of the way to the minimize or eliminate waste and pollutant all at their source is to see what you are realizing down the drains. Cooking oil and fat should not be thrown down the drain. They can harden and block the pipes. In an open drain, the fat clog the soil pores, reducing its effectiveness in filtering water through the oil and fats in the dustbin. Chemical like paints, solvent, insecticide, motors, oil, medicines may kill microbes that help purity water. So do not throw them down the drain. Used tea leaves, soil, food remains, soft toys, cotton, sanitary towels, etc. should also be thrown in the dustbin. These waste chalk the drain. They do not allow free flow of oxygen. This hamper the degradations of process. Better housekeeping practice. One of the way to the minimize or eliminate waste and pollutants at their source is to see what you are realizing down the drains. Cooking oil and fats should not be the thrown down the drain. They can harden and block the pipes in an open drain. The fats clog and soil pores, reducing its effectiveness in filtering water through oil and fats in the dustbin. In the year 2016, the government of India has initiated a new mission now has a Swachh Bharat, under which a lot of drives such as a proper sewage disposal and providing toilet for everyone have been started. Vermi composting toilet, a design of toilet in which human extra is treated by earthworm has been tested in India. It has been found to be a novel, low water use toilet for safe processing of human waste. The operation of toilet is very simple and hygienic. The human extra is completely convert the vermi cakes, a resources much needed for soil. Sanitations and diseases. Poor sanitations and contaminated drinking water is a cause of large number of diseases. Let us look at our own country. A vast number of our people are still without sewage facilities. Where do they relieve themselves? A very large fractions of our people defected in the open on dry rivers beds, on railways track or near field, and many times directly in water. Untreated human extra is a health hazard. It may cause pollution and soil pollution. Both surface water and groundwater get polluted. Groundwater is a source of water of wells, tubers, springs, and many rivers. Thus, it becomes the most common route for the waterborne disease. They include cholera, typhoid, polio, magnificus, hepatitis, and dynasty. Bojo want to know how sewage is disposed of in aeroplanes. Um, um, to improve sanitation's low-cost on-site sewage disposal systems are being encouraged. Example are septic tank, chemical toilet, composting pits. Septic tanks are suitable for place where there is no service system for hospital. Isolated building or cluster 4 to 5 house. Some organizations offer hygienic on-site human waste disposal technology. These toilets do not require servicing extra from the toilet seat. Flow through the covered drains into a biogas plant. The biogas produced used as a source of energy. Sanitation is the public places. In our country, where are organized periodical a large number of people participate in them in the same way. Railway stations, bus, depot, airport, hospital are very busy place. Thousands of people visit them daily. Large amount of waste in generate. Here it must be disposal of the properly, otherwise epidemics and could break out. The government has laid down certain standard of sanitizations, but unfortunately they are not strictly enforced. However, all of us can contribute in the maintaining sanitation in public place. We should not scatter little anywhere. If there is no dustbin inside, we should carry the little home and throw it in the dustbin. Conclusions. We all have a role to play in keeping our environment clean and healthy. You must realize your responsibility in the maintaining the water source in a healthy, safe. Adopting good sanitization practice should be our way of life. As an agent of change, your individual initiative will make a great difference, influence other with your energy, idea, and optimism. A lot can be done if people work together. There is a great power in collective actions. Mahatma Gandhi said, no one need to wait for anyone else to adopt a human and alienated course of actions.